Hey, my fellow viewers, welcome to If History. Edison once said, "When you've tried everything, remember that you haven't." The 2024 election is in the books, but today, we're not talking about reality. Instead, let's open the door to a parallel universe. What if 82-year-old Biden successfully won re-election? This man, who would be both the youngest ever U.S. senator and the oldest ever U.S. president, how would he rewrite history? Would he replace Trump as the first president to watch the Super Bowl while in office? Or would he be the one to say, "You're fired," to Trump, who then turns to Hollywood? First, let's talk about Biden himself. Born in 1942, he grew up as a stuttering teenager from Pennsylvania and became a politician who has been active through the Cold War to this day. He's not only the youngest ever U.S. senator, but also, at 78, the oldest ever president when first elected in 2020. If re-elected, Biden would complete his term at 86, breaking his own record for the oldest president. He might also become the only modern president to defeat the same opponent twice after the Cold War. He'd join the ranks of Cleveland, Roosevelt, and Reagan as one of the few presidents to win re-election in modern politics. But the White House medical team would be under maximum pressure. Supporters would cheer, "Experience is priceless," while opponents would mock, "He needs a 24/7 medical team." The age debate would continue to divide public opinion. First, let's clarify the core issues in this election: the economy, immigration and refugees, and abortion. Summary time. In the short term, Biden's proposed tax increases, including personal and corporate income taxes, could put some pressure on U.S. assets and be bearish for the dollar. But in the medium to long term, his policies would provide a more favorable economic and foreign policy environment for U.S. development. The U.S. economic fundamentals would be positive, supporting the dollar. Biden's proactive response to public health events could help repair the current account deficit. His Made in America policy would encourage capital repatriation. Fiscal stimulus and transfer payments would increase resident savings, expanding consumer demand and boosting economic recovery. Support for education and immigration policies would improve labor productivity, promoting the repair of the supply chain and inventory on the supply side. Biden supports immigration policies to increase the labor force. He plans to provide a path to citizenship for those currently in the U.S. without authorized citizenship, create 140,000 employment-based green cards annually, and ensure the government hires people from outside the U.S. He would also increase the annual cap on U.S. refugee admissions to 125,000. On the issue of abortion, Biden will continue to support abortion rights, emphasizing the constitutional protection of restoring Roe v. Wade. His administration might strengthen protections through executive orders, such as limiting law enforcement access to abortion medical records and ensuring cross-state abortion services. However, due to the legislative stalemate in Congress, the possibility of comprehensive federal abortion rights protection is low. It's important to note that Biden's policy implementation would be constrained by the congressional landscape. If the Republicans control both houses, the likelihood of passing legislation is almost zero. But through executive orders and judicial litigation, he could still curb extreme restrictions in conservative states to some extent. Overall, Biden's re-election would maintain the current pattern of federal support and state-level wrangling. In summary, Biden's re-election would produce vastly different outcomes from Trump's. Now, it's your turn. If Biden had won re-election in this universe, would California programmers welcome their New Mexican colleagues or complain about lower wages? Would your Tesla stock soar with clean energy or be crushed by corporate taxes? More importantly, should the medical team for an 82-year-old president include a cardiologist or an esports coach? Given that Trump is already in office, would you wish to turn back time and have Biden win? Share your thoughts in the comments below.